progressives. All right, let's go in here. Sorry, Ron. All right. Let's go up here first. I want to talk to you about something.
According to the buyer, everything was perfect. Job done.
Take a break for a second here. For a minute or two.
Prices up, not your pay. It's a dirty crime. The cost of living goes sky high. You work hard until you die. You tighten your belt while they live it up. It ain't no good, enough is enough. A living wage and you'll survive, but a dog can do that. We're here to thrive. Every January you take it on the chin. Holidays over, let the price rise begin. For 15 years, they've kept us poor. They've lifted up and treated us like a whore. Raise it high, our minimum pay. A thriving wage for a better day. We're brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, deserving of dignity that never ends.
Hey, Hannah, what's up?
Social Security's on shaky ground. Calling for workers could turn it around. We're paying
ready
in, so
to
let's
talk
pay
about
it
something
fair.
right after
If
this
someone
song.
wants to cut it, you better beware. This ain't just a dream, it's the promise we're owed. From the time we started working, we carried the load. We built America, every nut and bolt. Don't kick us to the curb with the financial jolt. For the ones who build, for the ones who serve, give them the respect they've long deserved. Raise it high, our minimum pay. A thriving wage for a better day. We're brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, deserving of dignity that never ends. A thriving wage, not just a living. A nation of workers, a COLA given. So let's stand together, make our nation strong. When you treat workers right, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Getting down.
Raise it high, our minimum pay. A thriving wage for a better day. We're brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, deserving of dignity that never ends. Social Security's on shaky ground. Calls for workers could turn it around. We're paying in, so let's pay it fair. Deserving of dignity that never ends. A thriving wage, not
Isn't that a wonderful song? All right, I want to talk to you guys about something. You know, I don't do this all just for fun. I do it also to try to influence some people. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, we're all adults around here, and we need to be upfront with each other. Okay? I'm a 67-year-old disabled guy, a cancer survivor. I worked all my life, 40 years in the aviation industry. I worked on aircraft, on commercial aircraft, on military aircraft. I worked hard, went in 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for months sometimes. And up, down, having a lot of money with a good job, and then the economy go bad and have to sell everything. I've been a homeless person on the street. So I got a little experience to share and to try to help make things better. All right, so I've been studying a lot. All right, so we have a new president now. We have a president named Trump, a convicted felon, an insurrectionist. But you know all the rest. I won't go into the details because you know already. But the thing about it is see my friend standing there? And the reason why I'm standing here is on purpose. There are millions and millions of people just like him. Men, women out there working the grind. And what do they get out of it? They work all their damn life and then get a kick in the goddamn teeth. It ain't right. And I'm getting a little fed up with it. I thought that everything would be okay. I was totally amazed whenever Trump won, but he did. So now we have to deal with it. Now we have to mitigate the damages. I'm telling you, we have power. Labor, the common folk, we have ultimate power. And if those dirty thieves, the corporations, if they get their thralls in Congress to put a bill into a committee or onto the House floor for a vote, I say it's a national goddamn strike, labor strike. Him and people like me on a business boycott. We won't work. We won't buy anything. Nothing. We'll let them suffer that for about 30 days and watch them lose several $1 trillion. And I'm not shitting you. I'm not kidding. I've studied this extensively. If 25% of the people went on strike and reduced their spending by 75%, we could bring the economy to its knees. So if they want to fuck around and find out, we can show them and find out. Don't let these guys fool you and try to tell you that, oh, well, hey, what's Trump going to do now? They're going to try to get rid of Social Security, and there ain't a goddamn thing we can do about it. Well, I say bullshit, all that motherfucking shit. That's ours. We own this land. We rule this goddamn land. And we can prove it. I want anybody that hears my voice to remember this. Now think about it. Go to the Chemical Safety Board website and look at a bunch of chemical plants and refineries that have blown up because of errors or bad maintenance. People got killed. And you know what? We can make all that happen all over the country without doing anything or walk off the job. These processes, you can't just walk off the job and leave them set without shutting them down properly. You can't do it because if you do, really, really bad things happen. I'm not trying to like make a bunch of threats of violence or nothing like that. I'm just laying it out on the line. That's the way it is. I hope you can understand my passion and my feelings about this. Look, the corporations, they're going to have to do a few things. See that guy standing over there, that representative of all the workers around? They're going to have to get paid properly. And I ain't talking about no titty-o, weak, fucking living wage. Who thought of that? I bet you it wasn't a worker that thought about it. I bet it wasn't a laborer that thought about some living wage. It was probably some manipulative asshole in a corporation. They are the ones that probably thought of that stuff. You know what workers deserve? Workers deserve a thriving wage. They don't deserve anything less than a thriving wage, and we're going to get it. You know what a thriving wage is? A thriving wage is based on Maslow's pyramid of human needs. You know, it's, you have like these basic needs that you need, like a dog. They have basic needs: food, shelter, warmth. Those are basic needs. And that's what they've been trying to give us, is basic needs, except they've been cutting them and cutting them and cutting them. And now they're trying to cut our Social Security too. Well, give that guy over there a raise. Give him a thriving wage. And I'm not talking about $15 an hour. Try to fight for 15. You know why? Because that is old. That is gone. 15 an hour? Give me a damn break. Everybody complains about inflation, right? Isn't that right? Everybody complains about it. And a lot of people were blaming Biden for it. It ain't Biden's fault any more than it's my fault. Maybe it's their fault a little bit for not doing enough. But Trump, he don't give two shits if you have to pay an extra $2 or $3 for a dozen eggs. He don't care. What does he care? He's got billions of dollars. You know, he's probably never cooked an egg in his life. So, yeah, I was young, now I'm not. And now they're trying to throw me in the damn curb.
Night or day out there.
They're trying to throw your grandma and your grandpa to the damn curb. So look, they're lying to you. You heard them say it before, like, oh, we have to cut Social Security by 30%, or 33% maybe, by 2035, or else it'll be insolvent, blah, blah, blah. And I say that's a bunch of garbage, because the cap needs to be lifted on on the Social Security payroll tax. That has to be lifted, so more money goes in there. But that's not the only thing. That's not the only thing by far. That guy down there, here, we're gonna walk back down there. I'm giving you an example, okay? I hope everybody's listening up and paying attention, all right? So you got some worker, right? Say he's making minimum wage for $13 an hour. And he's been making that minimum wage for 15 years, right? Maybe he's got a couple dollars, but they're even matching inflation, not even close. Well, all the while he has to pay payroll tax. But he ain't getting no raise. He's paying payroll tax every year, and millions of other people just like him are paying payroll tax on their check every single week. The people like me on Social Security, or who are disabled, we automatically get a cost of living increase each year. So what do you got? You got people like me getting more and more each year, and people like him putting in the same amount. Now, how does that make sense? It doesn't make mathematical sense. You've got to give him a thriving wage. You've got to give him a wage where he has the money to go out there and, do well for his family and do well for the economy because you're going to spend it. And he's going to put more money into the payroll tax because he's getting a proper wage. And every year he needs to get a cost of living increase every year, not every decade. If you got a cost of living increase every year, just the same way as Social Security recipients, it would keep pace. The payroll tax amount being put in would better reflect what the realities of the world, and it would keep up with the pace of the COLAs that are added that's going out. I mean, it's simple math. But do you get any politicians talking about it? Hell no, because they want Social Security to be totally ruined. They want it to be ruined so that they can keep their 6.2% and put it in their pocket. Well, they depend on you. If it wasn't for you, there would be no 6.2%. That's why you have power. That's what I'm talking about, the power of non-participation. If you don't participate in the economy, there is no economy. That's our ultimate power. And another thing, I can go on about this for a long time because that has been building up in me for a long time. Another thing, it's immoral to not give wage earners a cost of living increase and a proper wage. It's immoral. The reason why it's immoral is because there are people, we can't let them suffer while other people are keeping all warm and comfortable. Look, they made a cost of living increase for Social Security recipients because they said that it's immoral to let elderly people and disabled people's income get all eaten up by inflation. So they decided, well, we'll give them a cost of living increase each year. Well, how is it immoral to let inflation eat up Social Security? How is it immoral to let Social Security not get eaten up? Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I'm sorry. All right. How is it not immoral to give that guy a raise? Now, you got to give that guy a raise. If it's moral to give the Social Security recipient a raise so inflation don't eat up his pay, how is it not immoral to give him a raise? You got to give him a raise too. If it's moral one way, it's moral the other way. Oh, what? He's not a human being? He doesn't have needs? He doesn't suffer? He don't have a family to support? It's immoral to not give him a proper wage and a cost of living increase.
What y'all thinking?
I'm thinking about cost of living increases for you, bro. That's what you need. You need a living wage and a cost of living increase. Plus, you need co-determination. And for anybody who's not familiar with co-determination, what that is you put labor representatives in the corporate boardroom. And that way you can make sure whenever they are sending lobbyists to Washington that labor's concerns and interests will be going with them. You dig it? And right now, the only people you have in there is a bunch of guys and gals that were voted in by stockholders. So you know whose interests they're going to be paying the most attention to, right? Stockholders. Fuel tanks, feeder tanks.
Take your time. I've got all day.
Yeah, so do I. So they only pay attention to stockholder interests, like getting more profits. and that usually is on the back of labor, by shortchanging them, like they have been doing year after year, decade after decade. So you put labor representatives on the corporate board of directors.
She didn't already.
Wait a minute, what did I do? Oh, right there. There we go. Yeah, so put those, whatever the stockholders are voting for their reps in the corporate board of directors, labor needs to be doing the same thing. Dig it? That way you got 50% stockholder reps, 50% labor reps. It only makes sense. It's called co-determination. Look it up. They have it in Europe, in a lot of different countries, Germany and other countries. It's been going on for over 100 years over there, but you don't hear nothing about that over here because corporations don't want you to hear anything about it. It's called a repressed discourse.
Thinking?
Yeah,
Takes me a while too.
So let's put some wheels. But that's not enough. See, this has been building up. Where's that razor? Let me get that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this has been building up for a long time.
What y'all thinking?
I'm thinking we're going to confirm these modifications. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Are we
Be
going?
safe, y'all.
All right. I got to get out of CEO. But look. All right. So they just voted Mike Pence in as the Speaker of the House, right? Well, what is he? He's a partisan hack. He's a partisan thrall of big business. So we can't have that anymore. We can't have any more partisan gridlock wasting our time with all these partisan issues anymore. That's one of the reasons why Social Security is in danger. But what do? We demand that whenever the Speaker of the House is voted in, they have to drop out of this party. They have to register no party or some kind of nonpartisan affiliation, or not even affiliation. It's not even really an affiliation. It has to be totally nonpartisan. They have to vow an oath, which I have written one, and I'll make it available to you. It is available to you on the website, thenoyer.com. But they have to vow an oath of nonpartisanship to run the House of Representatives in a nonpartisan manner. None of this bullshit with partisan agendas, no more. Hey, come on, Jack. Oh, man, look at that. What do we got? We got a bug mission, you guys. All right, we'll deliver it. We'll have to go back there and try again. But anyway, yeah, the Speaker of the House, our house, the people's house. You can't have partisan speakers anymore. Everybody knows that one of the biggest problems in partisanship, in government, is partisanship. So we have to try to rein that in. And the only way to rein it in is have a nonpartisan Speaker of the House. And that goes for all of those committee chairs too. Let me just think about it. Like Jim Jordan. Come on. Oh, yeah, right. Like Jim Jordan, right? That guy is partisan to the bone. But what does he sit on the Judiciary Committee chair? I'm losing my concentration. Yeah, so Jim Jordan, he's sitting on there. He's partisan like crap. You can't have a bunch of partisans running these committee chairs, or else these committees will be like partisan circuses, like they have been for the last 8 years, longer. And the same with the Speaker of the House. Imagine it. if there was a House rule, which is easy to make, it don't require a constitutional amendment at all. If there was a House rule requiring the Speaker of the House to drop out of the party, do you honestly think that Mike Johnson would be in there right now? I seriously doubt it. They would not do it. They couldn't do it. They're partisans. They're liars too, but I don't know. I don't think they can go that far. And if they did, like put a partisan in there, and they started participating in partisan crap and doing partisan things, they would get in trouble because we got rules ready about that kind of stuff and oversight to do. So that's what's worth striking for, and trying to eliminate Social Security, that's the trigger. They try to eliminate Social Security. It's a general strike with the demands of you keep your filthy fucking hands off Social Security. You lift the cap on Social Security. You provide a thriving wage for minimum wage workers. You give a cost of living increase to minimum wage workers. You install co-determination in every single corporation in America. You pass a rule in the House of Representatives that is irrevocable, that the Speaker of the House shall be nonpartisan and shall drop out of their political party. It's that simple. And if they don't want to do it, we'll just keep striking, and we'll keep striking, and we'll shut the goddamn economy down until they cave. That's it. That's what I got. Goddamn them all to hell. They're trying to throw us on the street. Fuck them. And it's not immoral either. Don't let anybody say, like, which one guy said, oh, we're trying to shut down the economy so immoral. It might hurt labor, blah, blah, blah. God damn it, labor's already being hurt. I mean, how much do they have to get hurt before shit changes? Before labor uses their ultimate power of non-participation? So you think about that for a while. You put that in the back of your mind, you talk about it with your friends, and you tell them I said it. Tell them where to find it. I don't give a crap. I'm not scared of any of those sons of bitches. Neither was Martin Luther King. Neither was John F. Kennedy. Fuck them all. All right. I think I'll turn the sound off on this a little bit and just concentrate on the game for a while. Because, I mean, this is real important to me. So now I have to calm down my emotions a little bit, do some maintenance on my emotions. Can you dig it? I think you can. So we'll talk about it a little bit later.
Even tired hearts still learn to fly. From the tip of the wing, a storm will rise. A hurricane of hope to dry our eyes. Super cool, super strong. You ain't no fool, you can't go wrong. This dream, a dream of hope. Get over it, you wealthy dome. From battered hearts, a radiant beam. Every
Butterflies wing, bring on the hurricane. Super cool, super true, me and you. This is the storm we're flying through.
Believe me,